So I want to take a look at Jordan Love and some of his stats, where he ranks among other QBs in the NFL. It definitely has not gone exactly as I'd hoped before the season started. I would have hoped by now this offense had figured some more things out. We were clicking in many different ways, improving week by week, but it's really been the opposite. We've been going downhill recently, now losing 3 straight games. So it's not very pretty, sitting at 2-4. The Vikings played really well last night, beat the Niners. So as a Packers fan right now, it's a tough time. We're going to get through it, though. But right now, Jordan Love and his stats. Passer rating 29th in the NFL. A few guys around him. Joe Burrow slightly ahead of him, but Joe Burrow, of course, had that calf injury, missed some games, and I think he'll be much better the rest of the season. Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett, Joshua Dobbs, all slightly ahead of Jordan Love. Not great company right there. PFF grade, if you're into that, 25th in the NFL. Completion percentage, 35th in the NFL. Turnover-worthy play rate, which is a stat calculated by PFF, actually isn't as bad as you may expect, considering he has a third most interceptions in the NFL. He only has a 3.1% turnover-worthy play rate, which ranks 17th in the NFL. So he's been about average when it comes to putting the ball in really bad places where it could be intercepted and could lead to a turnover. So that's not too bad. If you look at average depth of target, he's still up there, which he had been for weeks. He's not afraid to push the ball down the field. Second in the NFL. He was first. Now he's second. And we saw Matt LaFleur in the first half trying to get lots of easy completions for Love. Things weren't working. And that's why I do think, as I've shared the past couple of days, that with the way Jordan Love is playing right now and the way this Packers offense is struggling, I say just let it loose. We're playing poorly. Things aren't going well. Let's just unleash Jordan Love. Let him go crazy. Just let him fling passes as much as he wants. Do his best not to throw interceptions. And if he throws some occasionally, fine. But I think we just got to take the pressure off, not worry about having a high completion percentage. Obviously, you would hope it's there. Maybe he's just more like Brett Favre, and we just need to let him loose and not worry about his interceptions. That's where we are right now. And then finally, a couple to finish. He's 17th in time to throw, which is interesting, so about average there. And then 32nd in deep ball completion percentage. And one thing I read from a Kurt Benkert tweet, he put one out today, which you should check out. And he watched the game back and noted some interesting plays where things weren't going well. And there were a few different instances where it looks like a really, really bad ball by Jordan Love, but Kurt Benkert, former Packers QB, was saying that the receivers were not running to the right areas, at least on these few specific plays he noted, which means that Jordan Love was anticipating them to go somewhere where they didn't go. And so I really do wonder how much of this offense and their struggles and Jordan Love's accuracy issues are on the receivers, because obviously there are times where it's all on Jordan Love, but there has to be a good amount of times where it's not all on Jordan Love. He's thrown to the right spot. The guys just aren't running where they're supposed to run and where Love is expecting them to run. And I think that is something you just have to deal with, I guess, with a very young team that's still trying to figure things out. Finally, I'll end it with this one. So on deep balls, he has the 4th highest turnover-worthy play rate, 15.2%. But something that is very interesting, as I saw when I was doing this research, Patrick Mahomes is actually first in the NFL in deep ball turnover-worthy play rate at 22.8%. So clearly you can have, struggle throwing deep balls and still be a successful quarterback in the NFL. That's what Patrick Mahomes is doing, and things are, going fine mostly for the Chiefs over there. So I'm sort of less concerned about interceptions right now with Jordan Love. I would love him not to throw them, but I really just think it's a time to let Jordan Love play, take the pressure off. We're playing poorly anyways. But that is all I have for this one. If you want more Packers content, feel free to subscribe down below.